is something about do not duplicate keys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What does it even mean?
Do not duplicate keys.
Who can copy my key? Those are questions that we get asked a lot, but really, can you copy this key is a big question.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be exploring that today. One of our missions here is to help you protect your people and your property. And Zach, whenever I think about protection and when I think about keys, I really kind of put it into two categories. Keys can either be convenience or they can be security.
Absolutely.
And it really depends on who you're talking to and the situation at hand. But very oftentimes people are looking for security. They want to know, hey, if I give this key to somebody, can they make a copy of it? How easy is that to happen?
Absolutely.
So that's kind of the question that we're going to be unpacking today. So you recently kind of dug into this a little more.
Definitely. So as you know, most of the time, do not duplicate keys. They will be written on the key, do not duplicate. This key has DND, means the same thing. Mm-hmm. So I would try to go to a hardware store and get this key copied. Typically, it doesn't really matter. Nobody really looks at do not duplicate anymore at all. So
do not duplicate in the origin was really to try to kind of push people away for duplicating a key. And very historically, you would take that key into like you said, a hardware store or a locksmith or a lock shop, and they would look at it and go, "Oh, we're not supposed to copy this." It was kind of a unstated rule. Well, there isn't actually any restrictions alongside of it, as long as the physical key is not protected.
Correct.
Well, now, in the last couple of years, these kiosks have started to come around, and they are a very convenient thing.
Yes, they are.
You can get copies of your keys very easily, and they work okay, right?
Yeah.
Well, the question then comes to, if my key says do not duplicate, who is upholding that restriction?
Correct. So nobody's really upholding that restriction. So I put it to the test. That's what I did. I went and tried to copy a do not duplicate key.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see. Hey guys, how's it going? We're going to talk about how to duplicate a key. As I have here, just a standard regular quick set cylinder as you would have on your house or your business. We're going to go in and try to make a copy of this key. Even though it says do not duplicate, we're still going to copy that key and see if it's going to be able to work. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a protected key system such as Medico and go in. We're going to try to make that key work in the kiosk to see if it'll open this cylinder.
Please insert and hold your key below with the teeth facing up.
All right, so we're going to insert this key facing up. Just going to make one copy. I'm going to swipe my card here. So we're just waiting on the key to get copied. It'll be copied here and it takes a couple minutes. We're going to see how that works. All right, so we got our key here. We're going to test it in the lock here, and it looks like it does work.
Don't fly out without your keys.
All right, so we're going to grab the other original key.
And rest safe with our accuracy
pop
guarantee.
those two. They're exactly the same cuts. We're going to test our original key again. It does work. We're going to test our key we just got cut. It does work. So now we're going to try to test a Medico restricted key. So Medico makes protected key system, so we're going to try to copy a protected key system to see if this key will be able to get copied.
Insert your key below. Please insert and hold your key below with the teeth facing up. I'm sorry, we were unable to duplicate your key. Please remove your key and go to the key desk if you would like to cut your key.
So this is a key that cannot be copied. As you can see, it's going to get an error message every single time that it will not allow you to copy that key.
There you have it. So real life scenario, there was nobody there to check to see if the key said do not duplicate, but you had two different versions, and one of them, it actually just said, we don't even know what to do with this thing.
Yeah, we have no record of a key even, or what key that is, because this key is made from the Medico factory that's restricted. So it's owned by someone. It has a unique set of, I guess they call it the keyway.
Yeah.
It has a unique keyway, so nobody can just readily get these blanks available.
So the shape of the key is very unique. And really, I think the big thing for me as a takeaway is the convenience versus the security side. You use that great tool as an ability for convenience. You got additional copies of the key. Everything was good, great. Didn't really have to deal with it. But there is a level of well, if I actually didn't want somebody to copy this key, I don't have any way to do that. So if you would have given, if that would have been a copy to a key to your trailer or your house or whatever the case may, or your business to go, somebody go run an errand, maybe they take your car to go run the errand and to go pick up something at the hardware store. And they're like, hey, well, I'm here. Let me just go ahead and get another office key. You have no idea. There's no protection on it. But knowing that you, if you have something that is protected, like Medico, or something that is on that protected nature, then they cannot copy it because the machine doesn't even know what to do with it.
Correct. And even if you take it to a locksmith company, they're not going to be able to cut that key for you either, because they don't have the blanks. So you'd have to go to that specific locksmith that put that protected key system in. And then even if someone comes to our office here with a protected key system, we take their ID, we ask for their ID, we always put in the system who's authorized to get cut keys. So whenever they come here, John comes in and says, hey, I got this key, I need to get it copied. We're going to say, well, wait, that's Tanner's key, and Tanner says no, you can't have a copy of this key. So we won't give him the copy. Yeah, so
it's protection on multiple levels. One, so at the end of the day, you're wanting to answer that question of who can copy my key. If I give my set of keys to somebody, can they go get copies made without my knowledge? That's a big question. And then number two, if it just says do not duplicate, if I get a bunch of keys to the office and I hand them out to my employees, do I know for sure that they can't be copied without my knowledge? And those are the questions that we get asked a lot of times. And here's the answer to it. If it says do not duplicate, but it's not protected. Now here's the question. How would I know if I was a business owner or a homeowner or whatever that had that key, how could I know for certain that it is protected versus not protected?
You can call us, number one. We can actually help you out with that. A lot of times it'll say it on the key itself, whether it's a restricted key system or not. As this Medico key says, it says restricted. It does say do not duplicate on it, even though it says restricted though. So it knows that it's a restricted key system in there.
Well, I think really the other thing that I've found interesting over the years is it's really less relevant about what it says on the key versus can somebody actually get another blank or get another copy of it. So if you have any questions about it, you can reach out to Zach and his team. How can they do that?
Reach out to us at sales@locdoc.net. That's SALES at LOCDOC.net.
And you guys can even just look at it and say, hey, yep, this is an issue or this is not an issue. You're good, one way or another, to just kind of make sure of that. But as we have said, this is our mission, to help you protect your people and your property, and we're focused on doing that. We're trying to help answer commonly asked questions. This is a big question that we get asked a lot around here, and we're trying to define that a little better for you, and we look forward to doing that. We've got a lot of these questions that we've got answers to, including this one with a lot more detail on our website. You can go there at locdoc.net/help. We'll see you next time. Can you copy this key? That's a question we get asked about 3,422 times a year. And how can you actually be sure that the person who asked that question is supposed to get a copy of that key? Well, we think you should always know who can copy your keys to your business and your home, because it could be your neighbor, an old employee, a contractor, or even worse, your mother-in-law. At Loc-Doc Security, we believe in protected key systems, so you always know who has a copy of your key. To find out more, visit locdoc.net or stop by our Charlotte location. Loc-Doc Security, helping you protect your people and your property.